Yeah, viewers, it is me, hey.
No, it's not. It's me, C98268, guys. How you all doing? Don't know what the fuck I was doing there, but today I'm going to be bringing you a match from the new T-Bolt lab we have, which is T-Bolt Objective, as you'll be able to see. My thoughts on it is that I really do not like it. I absolutely detest it. Sorry to the T-Bolt fans out there and Objective fans out there, but I really just did not have a good time with this lab. Even though it's been 2 matches, the first match I did have many problems with, simply being that bullets would go straight past you. I somehow got 3 points, even though I did hell of a lot of work on my team in terms of I actually captured the turf war places. I got some treasure stuff. What else did I do? I captured one of the hills and stayed in it for a little while, and I somehow only got 3 points. So fuck that. I don't know what happened with that. So I was going to be recording that match, but for some reason the cinema file keeps crashing. It won't even load it. It just crashes at the spinning ring, which, you know, is a new problem every day I've been finding with the PS3 and generally Uncharted 3. To be honest, I've been having some problems with. So I've been forced to play another match, and I found one on London Underground. Played it. It did go well. Get some nice quick scope action. Mainly 2, maybe 1 bit actually. But I'd say my skill with the T-Bolt has certainly improved a little over the past few weeks of playing classic mode and just generally being a power weapon hunter in that. If you know what I mean. And if anybody doesn't know and maybe new to the video, actually, my skill with the T-Bolt is not very good, let's say. But I've got some good shots before. You know, nothing really to moan about or brag about, I mean. But yeah, this was a very good match compared to the 3 points that we got in the last match, which was terrible. I just do not understand what happened, but today I'm going to be coming with you with a theme to this video, I guess, which is somebody called the Scary Ghost 7 in the last video asked me a question: what would I change / improve in the Uncharted 3 multiplayer? And I thought, why should I just simply answer that by myself when I could ask this to a whole range of people who may watch this video, if you know what I mean, and generally get a lot more feedback about what they want. I thought that was a much better idea than what just simply me answering. I'll just break into what I have to say right about now. I think that Naughty Dog should do regional matchmaking tied to countries, or you know, Europe players play together, if you know what I mean. American players play together. So the lag that you get, that the higher level players are getting with this new matchmaking system, where it's based by legacy level, I think. But yeah, there have been generally a lot of complaints about them having an increased amount of lag by playing with people from other countries who just because of their legacy level. I don't really think that's very fair. The balancing I've seen work a couple of times, but I generally think that it could be improved more, because not 100% of the time does it work. Connection based as well obviously would stop some of the lag. Some of the shite kills you get, or I mean deaths you get, sorry. Sometimes kills as well. You know, not everybody has a perfect connection all the time. You know, how many times have you been killed by revenge from literally miles away, out the radius it could kill you, eh? You know, it's just completely unfair. That would happen to people. It's happened to me. People glitching invisible is still, you know, an issue. People aren't even dying and they're glitching invisible. It happened to me. I didn't even die on the new block, the most recent block mesh map, I mean, and it just made me disappear. I was completely unaware of it. So I was really pissed off about that, and also I'm getting pissed off with this, you know, this camping you see in objective-based modes. That is, you know, it's not team deathmatch. This isn't a form of can't get the most kills kind of thing, because this is objective. The kills do not count anymore. Nor do plunder, and nor does it count in lab. But you know, there was also a recent live update that came with this lab. Sorry, my language is ballsing up. Which was that you are based sort of, if you're level 75, the matchmaking it will find will be of levels 40 and above only. That it should incorporate. Can't say that it has worked all the time, because I've found lowest level players in one of the matches I played, which I can't remember whose team they were put on, but they were split, I think, evenly. There was a much more better range of player levels on each team than there was with the previous original matchmaking, if you know what I mean. But I'm not really somebody who understands a lot of this sort of ping-based matchmaking. I'm not really too sure what that means, to be honest. So I can't really go into much more detail on that. So if anybody does, have any, feedback for that, for matchmaking, have you found it to be better or worse? What do you want to improve on it? But that's generally my sort of ideal strengths or my views. I think that it could have. I heard Eric from Naughty Dog said that it would be, this regional matchmaking would be based for a future Naughty Dog project rather than, I read this on the forum somewhere. I was just a random occurrence that I went there, but he said that he would save it for a future Naughty Dog project instead of Uncharted 3 or something. But then somebody who said that he was has a little bit of skill in basic programming said you could knock it up in C++ programming, which is I don't really know what it means, to be honest, but I know of what it is, and I think it's fairly simple to those who are of matchmaking knowledge and programming knowledge as well. So kudos to them for pointing that out, and kudos to the people who've made threads about it on the forums. What else can I say? I think I'd like to see more customizing as well. More colours is what I ideally wanted. I didn't really care about any of these stat hat things. Who asked for that? Can I just think about asking? Because I don't think anybody wanted that or asked any form of extra item. I don't know, maybe extra items, but not ones that came that was just purely item-based customizing with some form of added stat. I mean, how does, a bird's nest on your head affect you somehow? I'd only say it affects you just by you look like an absolute twat, but what else can I say about it? More colours is what I'd like, maybe more items from other characters, sort of if all the Drakes could have items customised, for example, with each other. But I've gone into that in the previous video a bit more detail, I think, and there's not really much more I can say in it. So I think we're probably coming up to the end of the match now. We've got about 2 minutes or 2 minutes 20 seconds left. Jeez. Excuse me, as I've been holding that cough in for a little while now. But talking of the Bane impressions, has anybody seen this guy called Fat Francis, I think they call him? I think his YouTube channel something like Boogie, something, 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 some numbers after it. But there's this, I found it so funny, there's this parody he sort of did of Batman, basically, where he was really excited for the Dark Knight Rises. I think it was just a little joke he did, but people relating to Cartman from South Park, if anybody wants a little idea of what he looks like. But he's quite funny, to be honest. He sort of, his wife was, or I don't know if it was his wife, but a woman was going around his house with a camera saying like, oh, where's Francis or something, and he looks down this corridor and she sees him, this large fellow, no offense to him, but he was wearing his cape, and it's really sort of, kiddie looking outfit for Batman. He runs down the corridor into a room, and then she gets a bit closer to the room and he runs off into a different one. And she goes into one of the rooms, she's like, oh, is Francis in here? And it's not, so she goes to the room he went in, she goes, is Francis in here? And he just goes, here! And like, proper like Christian Bale sort of, the Batman, the voice he does with the lower, really growly kind of like things, and runs off down his little corridor place, his little hallway, and sits down. He's like, I'm not the hero, coffee serves or something. Or some bullshit or whatever he says, I can't really remember, but I think I do impressions a lot better with when a friend is around, because if anybody remembers the old dual-com I did like with the other only friend who used to play Uncharted, yeah, we sort of went into sort of that. It's mainly him basically that we do the sort of the impressions with. But here we get a nice little double down with the excuse me, with the Markman. The other guy wasn't moving. I don't know what his problem was, but he's over there, and then somebody kills him there, and he goes up to where we're having some trouble with the initial Markman on their team, sorry, up in the area. Excuse me, what's wrong with me coughing? Jeez. But yeah, I really do not like this map mode, sorry. London Underground is alright, but I don't understand why people leave at the end of the matches either. They're just getting a loss anyway, but yeah, look at that score, eh? Much better than what we had before. 3 points, jeez. But for 13 minutes worth of a match, but this is much shorter, so it's much better. People, I like watching shorter videos and shorter matches, but that has been the video. I'm going to end the video here. Please do feel free to leave some feedback about what you would improve / change in Uncharted 3 multiplayer. And I shall see you guys in the next video. I've been C9826.
I've been Barry.
What was that? Shit impression again, wasn't it? And I shall see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.